Sly Cooper is remembered as a children's game, which is strange, because every time I replay it, I begin collecting felonies like they're Pokemon cards.
Some of my favorites include conspiracy to impede or injure an officer, deprivation of rights under color of law, and unlawful tolerance of donkey in bathtub.
I learned from my goat, Hello Kitty, to treat everyone with respect and kindness, and especially remember their birthday. Otherwise, there will be consequences. What I learned from Sly Cooper is how to dismantle the local mafia, beware of chickens with bombs, and flirt with policewomen who are just trying to do their job. Hey girl, do you wear clothes? Me too. What a crazy coincidence. The list goes on the number of strange things that decided to be included in this children's game. But if I list them all here, then I wouldn't exactly have a video. Now would I? It is insane to me that Sucker Punch made a prototype for a 3D platformer, and Sony, as in Sony Mr. PlayStation himself, came up to them and said,
"Hey Sucker Punch, what you drawing?" "Well, we're merely in the conceptual phase. But, well, we've got this alligator holding a dead rat with tire marks across it. Oh, we've got a voodoo doll of the main character being stabbed in multiple places. Oh, you in the back. What are you drawing? Come on, get over here." The main character's dad? Aw, so is this gonna be a family game? Look, I drew him getting murdered in front of his son.
Although to be fair, the gaming world back in 2002 was just completely insane. Seriously, just a couple of months prior, there was a game about a child losing his friends, losing his home, and losing his mother, who just dies off screen, and they just gloss over it like she never even existed. Like, what was the point of that?
This is your first boss on the broken shambles of your home.
Your secret boss that you found out on complete accident when you were messing around is the Grim Reaper. And what game is this? It's Kingdom Hearts featuring Donald, Goofy, and Michael Mouse on the front cover. A game where you meet Winnie the Pooh should not have Satan as a playable boss fight. Want more evidence as to how bizarre the gaming world at this time was? Look at gaming magazine ads. Anybody who bought the Game Boy Color because of this ad should not be within 20 miles of a school. So I call Sucker Punch Studios to the stands for crimes of being the coolest game for a child growing up in the 2000s. If at all, when talking about this subject matter, that it sounds like I'm criticizing Sucker Punch for including this, I am seriously not. I love Sly Cooper. And every time I keep replaying it, the more mature themes allow the story to stay fresh. It allows me to enjoy it just thinking of different perspectives. That's why this game sticks with me. More so than Spyro the Dragon. As much as I love Spyro the Dragon, and I'm super excited that the game is getting attention for a fourth game after so many years, there's a reason why Sly Cooper has remained, in many years, my favorite game of all time.
Dada?
Dada, look at me.
Dada, I desire knowledge to feed my hungry mind. I'm a dad? Yes, father. Now tell me how it was. Tell me how this children's game starts. Well, my infant son who I've just thrown across the room, Sly Cooper starts off with a tutorial, and then a comic book animated style cutscene to explain the plot of the game. This is Sly's father, don't get too attached, and they come from a long line of master thieves. Yes, you're playing as a criminal in this game, but it's okay, because they only steal from other thieves. Most of the time. Unless your name starts with Queen Elizabeth. Anyways, Sly's father is brutally murdered right in front of him.
Father, I want to play a different game. This one's scary.
Well, maybe you can get off your butt and play the Bible game for the PS2 to learn about how God killed the firstborn son of every twat that didn't get the memo to slather sheep's blood over their door. That includes you. And if you're not careful, I'll finish what God started. So this whole game is Sly Cooper going on a hate-filled revenge quest to kill these 5 individuals. He's John Wick with a pointy stick.
Father, with all this newfound knowledge, I feel a change within me. I've grown up, Father. I grow tired of learning about video games. Teach me about the horrors of the real world.
Well, I have an idea. Let me teach you about post-birth abortion. And then later, we can play catch with your broken body.
This was my son. This was my son. It's such a sad day. It's raining. Thank goodness that little bugger is dead, because there's been something I've always wanted to do. But couldn't ever since I became a legal guardian of a DualShock 2.
あなたのハートをいただく回答予告は突然噂のガンあいつはトリックスター
Now let's talk about the Mafia.
The first boss of the game is a naval terror-not-goodist who has killed approximately, by my calculations, over 100,000 people. I did some research on the ships that appear around the Welsh Triangle, and they all appear to be 18th century vessels. The absolute minimum number of people needed to sail these vessels are at least 15 for merchant ships, and at least 300 for fast naval cruisers, and at the very, very least 800 people for military vessels. And a line that Sly has at the end of the episode, "Boats return to the water," I find absolutely terrifying, because that creates the implication that Raleigh just wasn't just targeting merchant ships who were just doing some fishing. St. George's Channel is not just used by Wales and Ireland. It is used by the entirety of North America, Europe, and Asia for trade. So basically the entire world couldn't stop this one frog from killing hundreds upon thousands of people. There's also an entire level called Gunboat Graveyard. If anything, 100,000 people is an incredibly low estimate. I even found more ships that cannot usually be seen in the game using my 3D viewer tool. the thing I use to make these green screen videos, and I found one that is completely on fire and is inside Raleigh's secondary main ship. But probably this frog's worst crime of all. This nasty, nasty frog doesn't brush his teeth like a true British lad.
Oi up, lads. I got this American fellow decent men of the crown. Proper bollocks, that is. Expecto Patronum and shit.
So you'd think the game would calm down a bit after dealing with the maritime terror nut goodest. My, there's someone at the door. Honey, it's for you.
Who is it?
It's the Mafia! Have your kneecaps healed yet?
Hey Tony, there's some weird happenstances going down in Utah. That Dame Carmelita's on the case, but we all know how corrupt them coppers are. They say Mugshot, big-time mafia boss, closed down the casino based on some rumors of a rat with a stick. But you can't trust rumors, now can ya? Rumors are like chocolate you find on the ground. If you end up wrong, you're in for a bad time at the dentist, pal.
That's right. This raccoon platformer has a socio-economic message on organized crime. Like one of the writers went to the cinema and watched The Godfather, came back to work and said, "Guys, let's take Pinstripe Potoroo from Crash Bandicoot and give him guns. And I'm talking big, big guns. Look, I drew a sketch. I'm a very good artist." I have been really annoyed with Pokemon lately for them remastering their games, but removing every single reference to tobacco or gambling. Meanwhile, they still have the Pokemon card shenanigans going on as if that's not a form of gambling. Mesa City is basically Las Vegas, and you can't have Sin City without Sin. Just a clarification, though this location may be a casino, this is not the casino of Las Vegas. For some reason, this casino is in Utah. I was confused at first as to why we're not in Nevada. Then I remembered the crazy bricks and minifig scandal. This game came out in 2002. Did they know something about the bizarre corruption ring before it even became mainstream? This game will absolutely not shy away from showing smoking, gambling, or alcohol, but showing the faces of these dogs, unacceptable. Can you pass me the brandy, you inconsiderate I love the guard designs in the Mafia Crime Syndicate. This one physically cannot spend 2 seconds without smoking a fat ciggy. This guy's on duty, but he can't stop thinking about that high rollers lounge. Also, I give this one a 10 out of 10. This is like a B-Stars character. I'd hit that. It's hard to see this one, but I thought it was really funny that this guy's tattoo says tattoo. Fun fact, to this day, my sister is still afraid of this boss fight. She cannot handle the idea of being chased, even in a video game. But in my personal opinion, it is completely incomparable to the level where you're being chased by the most Australian-looking creature I've ever seen that has got the Bandicoot a run for its money. This level is Haiti, and for the geographically illiterate, it's the island in the Caribbean that looks like it's got a boner from looking at Cuba, while it's still married to the Dominican Republic, so it's a whole awkward situation. This whole level is voodoo themed. Did you know voodoo was even a real religion? I didn't. I seriously had absolutely not a clue about this, but voodoo is just a regularly practiced religion, similar to the ideas of Roman Catholicism. It's just Hollywood and pop culture decided, hey, let's label this culture and religion as black magic necromancy. But is this level in any way respectful to the religion? No! But is it my place to delve into that can of worms? No! I'm just a wisecracking moron on the internet. Don't listen to me. Honestly, this level is the worst offender in terms of pushing the ESRB rating. Sure, Raleigh definitely killed easily over 100,000 people off screen. And Mugshot's level loves guns, tobacco, and alcohol. Hell yeah, America! But maybe the imagery is pushing it here. In fact, as I was writing the script, my sister came straight up to me and said, "That guy scared me as a kid. That guy scared me. Those guys scared me." And those things just pissed me off. This level strangely reminds me of the daycare me and my sister went to as kids. And I know that sounds super strange, but the lady who ran the daycare was so deathly afraid of magic. Like one time she sat us down and told us, "Never watch Harry Potter. It is the devil." "Hey, Shadow, it's me, the devil. I'm here to convince you to do sin." One time, the other kids and I were watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, okay? And then all of a sudden, there was a wizard character, and allow me to recreate events. "Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Satan shall not have their souls." So, if this is a kid's game, who thought it was a good idea to include a waterfall of falling extremities? You need a hand. I know bugs are pretty much the go-to game enemy, but can we not, please can we not, normalize putting giant mosquitoes and giant spiders in games? Like specifically just those two. I'm honestly just requesting that we don't normalize this because as a kid, I was terrified of these things. Hell, I'm still scared of them. I've always struggled with my body tasting delicious, like a delectable fruitcake. School bullies were really just jealous of me that mosquitoes liked me better than their mothers liked them. And totally not because I can list my top 3 favorite My Little Pony characters in 2 seconds. Number 1, Fluttershy. Number 2, Rarity. Number 3, Cozy Glow. I know I said I wouldn't open the xenophobic can of worms.
Oh golly, I sure do hate outsiders.
But this level is full of bones, candles, and so many turtle skeletons. What did I just say? I told you not to listen to me. I shouldn't even be touching this with the 10-foot pole. So we had pirates, a mafia crime drama featuring a very jacked dog, voodoo necromancy. What's next? China. Oh no. It's gonna be racist, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty racist. This is a 24-year-old game who based their entire perception of China based on Americanized media. So, it's not great, but it's 2002, so what are you gonna do?
Would you look at that? A fireworks show! Oh my gosh, that's awful! That poor village just got buried in freezing snow!
Sly. Would you look at that? A fireworks show.
What? Could that cutscene have been even more awkward? I don't think it's possible.
Oh my gosh.
That's your response? To an entire village being completely wiped out? What? Honestly, the maturity level in this game, it ain't that bad, to be honest. Which is absolutely insane, saying that out of my mouth after we just watched an entire massacre of an entire village. That happened. But honestly, this level, and compared to everything else, is pretty tame. If I even had to guess a kill count, like, I would probably say maybe in the hundreds, thousands, if I'm deciding to be generous. But, like, one of Raleigh's ships that he destroys probably has, like, 3 times more people than a single random village in China? Well, that was Sly 1. If you wish to follow me, this is what I look like from behind. What the hell is this? Producer didn't tell me about this. My contract said nothing about the monetary rights, and now this. Are we serious? Words don't even begin to form when talking about this being, for lack of a better term. So, take it away, Sly, because I can't explain better than he can.
Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on.
Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? This thing, this creature, abomination, has no right being in a children's game. This thing works better as the final boss to Persona 3. And that thing is a goddess of death. And the whole collection of humanity's desire for the world to be completely destroyed. Oh, stop crying that I spoiled Persona 3. Girl, that game came out 20 years ago. Where have you been? This image from the Thievius Raccoonus. This photo is from the year 1350 BC. What is that? Hello? What is that? That means for 3,300 years, this demon has been stalking and hunting raccoons, but making sure they had children, so he could keep farming them like Minecraft sheep. This thing is legitimately so God-forsaken, terrifying, that even after you kill it, in quotation marks, it doesn't die. This beast is filled by pure hatred in its heart, and that is what's keeping it alive, not its body. Sly 2! Yeah, baby! Baby, yeah, that's what you've been waiting for! Come on! Time to talk about the drug trade. What, you thought I was kidding? No, I'm dead serious. The entire plot of this game is a metaphor for the drug trade. I mean, seriously, the whole game is about stopping the drug trade. But Mom, all the other cool kids are doing it. Smoking! Are you still rolling? Are you serious? Why are you still rolling? That scene was so disgusting. Like, even for me, that might have been too far. So there's this group called the Claw Gang, and they're trying to hypnotize the entire world so this bird guy can bring back clockwork, so he can live forever fueled on, like, the weird little hypnotized people's hatred. I sound insane, don't I? Dimitri, the lizard guy, is in charge of distributing hypnotic spice around to the several nightclubs he owns. Rajan, funny tiger guy, makes the spice, produces it in the jungle, like if Breaking Bad met Tarzan. Plot twist! Head of Interpol, that's Carmelita's organization, her name is Contessa, and turns out she's in on this. And her entire role is distributing the spice among prison inmates. Honestly, this part of the game is just insane to even be included in the story, but you know what? What the heck? I'm not the writers. So the Contessa's got this side hustle of marrying very, very wealthy men or women. I don't know how she stands on that. and they die mysteriously, and they just so happen to be very, very wealthy, and they just die mysteriously. Girl we know. That's my girl boss right there. I'm proud of that girl. She's also got this other side hustle of hypnotizing prison inmates using the clockwork ball sacks and then making them reveal their loot stash. But then, oh no, Fox Girl knows too much. Oh well. Also, this level is just... You can only play as Bentley for like half of the beginning of the level, and he's the most useless thing in the entire game. And there was absolutely no reason for them to make this level so freaking stressful. I am 3 and I literally cannot do math. I'm sucking my thumb and crying in a corner because I know this statue is gonna jump out and scare the crap out of me. Also, this is Neela. I'm sure she won't be important. Oh crap, she's important to the plot. And that means I have to talk about her because she's relevant. And she does stupid shit to the plot. Wow, she's here now, despite not having been important for basically the entire game. And wow, she's gonna weaponize the entire military, what the heck, against the Contessa, because we shoved a bunch of ghosts down her chimney. Not an innuendo, that's a real thing that happened. And then there's Jean Bisson, whose last name is literally Bison, but French, because he's Canadian. And that's maybe too scary for children to absorb. The fact that there's a country north of the United States, that's maybe too far. His job is to send the spice via railroads. There's also an environmental protection message in my little children's game. That's sweet. Oh no, our parts got stolen. And I'm not talking about a vasectomy, I mean our clockwork parts. Oh no, the things we've been collecting the entire game to stop the entire creation of clockwork, but oh well, it's happening already. Oh no, they rebuilt clockwork. Oh no, she's important to the plot and we have to listen to her. Oh no, they ruined Clockwork's entire character and make him out to be some evil Iron Man character, instead of the actual freaking monster that he is. Oh no, Neela's calling herself a stupid name because all she had to do was just put on the owl Iron Man suit. Like, oh yeah, she killed that bird thing, by the way. Sup, gang? This is weirdly reminding me of that time that I killed my son. I'm sorry. Sly Cooper 2 has a phenomenal story, the best in the entire series, but then the writing at the very end just assassinates itself. And literally every part to do with Neela. And it's worse than that. They don't even treat Clockwork as if he's a threat. He's a 3,000-year-old god, essentially. And they chalk him up to basically being an evil Iron Man suit. And the final boss is just about as entertaining as watching me walk downstairs. The sad reason for this, as revealed by a developer's commentary that I saw, was that they were running out of time and money for the game, and Big Daddy Sony wouldn't give them the extra money. The sequel to a game that sold 800,000 units in the United States alone. Anyway, Bentley gets like snapped in half, and you shouldn't be laughing. That's not a laughing mat. Stop laughing. I can tell you're laughing. Zip it. Zip that jaw. I know. Stop. It's not funny. I spent more time on Sly 1 because look down at the video title. Like, Sly 1 has some crazy things that I can't even believe that they managed to get away with. And then Sly 2 is still insane, you know, the whole game being about the freaking drug trade. But other than that, there's not much to spend too much time on it. Even though it's one of my favorite games ever. Look, Mom, I'm on the moon. Look, Mom, now I'm over the moon. Because we're talking about Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. You start off the game with absolutely zero context as to what's going on. In story writing, this is called in medias res, a fancy Latin term meaning starting in the middle. To explain this in anime terms, it's like if you started watching Death Note, but the first thing you saw was Light Yagami on a grave twerking that yummy twink ass. So if you were like me, then you were probably traumatized that your childhood hero was being crushed like a soda can. Finally, we get some insight on the situation. We talk to this guy who used to work for Sly's father, and he tells him,
Did your dad ever tell you about this super secret and super cool vault that your family has?
No, failed to ever mention it.
How is the old lad? That summer. Damn. I'd give anything to go back. Take me back. Oh, baby.
So we need to break into Sly's family vault. But oh no! This monkey wacko installed a VPN on his private property to protect him from unwanted thieves stealing his data. So we may as well just end it all. Goodbye. So the levels story-wise are loosely tied together. The general loop of the whole game is we go somewhere, we came, we saw, we conquered, boom, we got a new teammate. Hey, remember that time we dismantled the Mafia? Let's do it again, but now our target is a former opera star. I am not even kidding. This opera star challenges us to an opera off.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
God, it's absolutely beautiful. In addition to engaging in organized crime, Octavio is also another eco-terror non-goodist, dumping gallons of tar into the canals of Venice. Oh, did I mention after the events of Sly 2, Murray has trauma, so becomes a hippie and trains with a guru, and the entire reason why we were in Venice in the first place is to find him. Look, Ma! I'm on a Ferris wheel! Oh my god, look guys! It's Dimitri! My favorite drug lord. Oh my god. Boogie, woogie, oh yeah. So, we help this guy out by cutting out a deal by flirting. We flirt with Carmelita and help him escape. That's a real thing that happened. Hey girl, are you ready for a night of endless fun? God, I love this movie. Oh my gosh. Woo! My man!
Hey guys, welcome back to my ASMR channel. So I found out while editing that if you select one of the wrong options when talking to Dimitri, Dimitri says sex. That's funny. That's really, really funny. I mean, if he's offering, it'd be... Also, this guard in this one mission calls one of the mercenaries a fruitcake. You know, a fruitcake can call another fruitcake.
So we beat up Lion Guy, leave Venice, and it makes me really sad because this is my favorite level in the entire series. Oh yeah, and Murray's like,
Guys, you've gotta meet my guru. He lives in the tranquil wild of the Australian outback, and absolutely nothing has changed since I last visited him. Nothing at all.
So, is this new? Looks good. Tranquil, peaceful, all the good things. I lied, it's a shithole. Finishing Venice makes me really sad because we go from my favorite level in the entire series to my least favorite level in the entire series. It's another help the environment, like a level message of the game, But then just out of nowhere, for no particular reason, this mask thing shows up and they just completely ditch that plotline as if like, oh, who cares? The West Australia it's just gonna be terrible. This is hands down the worst villain in the entire series. It's just a mask that possesses people and makes them big. You know, I have something like that at home.
Come on, fowlean. Put me on. You'll be serving your country a great duty, young man.
Say no more. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, lest we begin bombing in 5, 4, 3.
I'd be an utter fool not to mention the fact that in order to celebrate Sly becoming drinking age, that's not a joke. Sly was 20 in Sly 2, and now in Sly 3 he's 21. The developers have us engage in a drinking competition at a bar. But we can't have our main character in our 3D platformer drink on screen. Otherwise, we'd have to raise the ESRB rating, and God knows we can't do that. But coincidentally, for our ESRB rating, this just so happens to be a lemonade bar. And we're not participating in a drinking competition. We're participating in a lemonade drinking competition. I love this game. PlayStation would never pull something this stupid again. Oh my gosh, this is genius. This mission is so iconic that it almost saves this level. Because right after our drinking competition, we get accused of cheating. What? So then we engage in the most, the coolest bar fight sequence in any, children's 3D platformer video game, ever, where you switch between playing the 3 main characters and you have to, know at that stage of the game, at least amateurishly, how to play each one. Name a single other children's game where you get in a fight because of a drinking competition and the whole place is being smashed to smithereens for no reason. Also, because of the title of this video, I legally cannot gloss over the fact that in this level, there's a mission where, as Murray, you're supposed to, feed a crocodile? 100 guards. I don't think we're the good guys in this game. I think we're far from that. These people are just minding their own business. They're not even employed by anyone. And we just massacre them. Oh my gosh. So the mask goes after Carmelita, and Sly gets way too uncomfortably horny. Speaking of horny, what a terrible way to start a sentence. Oh my gosh. Bentley falls for one of those hot singles in your area ads. And now because of his stupid shenanigans over the internet, we have to rig an illegal aerial dogfight. Don't ask questions. Oh my god, look, it's my favorite drug lord. Oh yeah, bring that boogie down. Boogie, boogie, oh. So if all of the characters are animals, who is that? There's so many questions that I have going on here, and to be frank, I don't think I want answers. Hey look guys, it's Mugshot. You know, it's really easy to forget that he killed Sly's father. And they treat him in the sequence as kind of like a goofy cartoon. But in the back of my mind, I can't stop thinking, oh my god, You killed my childhood hero's dad.
Your mother was a broken down tub of junk with more gentleman callers than the operator.
Bentley! Christ almighty! This game is for children! The villain of the level actually turns out to be the hot single in Bentley's area. Wow. I sure do hope that a future game installment doesn't ruin her entire character and her design because the writers couldn't show up to work sober. What is this? Oh my gosh, she did not look like that. Before and after. What did you do? How did you mess up this bad? So we need a member of our team that's specially trained in pyrotechnics in order to destroy this island's defenses. Hello, this is your space president, here talking to you from the Space Oval Office, and I'm here to tell you, launch the nukes. I am dead serious, right where I stand. And this stupid turtle thinks it's a really good idea. It's the best idea to recruit a man who killed Sly's father. Can we kill this turtle?
I agree. He's in a super meditative state.
So let's just shout in his ear.
Now, to break him out of this trance, we'll need to delve into his mind.
A hacksaw then?
Sly! The ESRB rating! But also, I'm on your side. Let's kill this bastard. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this. So here's the villain of this level. He actually looks like a decent guy.
She's a woman. She doesn't know up from down.
Screw that! Let's kill this bastard! Arr! Piracy! Arr! Who be that old sea cracker?
You're a b****ing slobber.
But methinks you're a p***headed less bag of
Yeah, you're a sea slurping whale.
ha! You swear like a child. You're a donkey scurvy-ridden cow.
You're a blathering duck wake stuff.
That be true enough.
We kill a lot of people in this level. I know, like piracy, loose lips, sink ships, but oh my gosh, did we sink more ships than what was necessary? Oh my god. We need this guy's eye patch, and Sly's just like,
Nothing an anchor to the head won't fix.
so then we brutally crush his skull in. Well, maybe the problem is God of War came out the same year, and Sly wanted to feel like, cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen. So, we are all caught up to the present. What was going on? Oh yeah! We're being crushed to death! Help! Oh my god! Guess who's coming to our rescue? Despite our continual history of workplace harassment. It's probably fine. I mean, she's coming to our rescue kind of like borderline illegally. I say borderline illegally because this is Dr. M's private property. And Interpol doesn't have a warrant. And they're trespassing, of course. But they're also engaging in unnecessary assault under color of law. Sly Cooper is a thief and should be dealt with however the property owner sees fit. But conveniently for the perpetrator, Dr. M gets killed off before he has the opportunity to even sue, which is pretty messed up, considering it was Carmelita who destroyed part of his property that led to his ultimate demise. So she's committing assault, trespassing, and of course doing all of this under color of law, and is also now convicted of manslaughter. This woman is almost as evil as the thieves she's trying to catch. And I know you can't beat like killing several innocent people that just happened to be there. That did happen. Sly gets knocked a Rakamabuket like in the head really hard and appears to have amnesia. And this, oh my gosh, this gaslight gatekeep girl boss over here, oh my gosh, lies to him and says, oh yeah, you're my partner. I don't know what kind of crazy illegal like strings this fox woman is pulling, but oh my gosh, how does she manage to go about convincing the entire international police force that this international criminal with a bounty of 100,000 space currency that I can't read because I don't live in space is not only allowed to walk free, but is also given a job on the force? Which... Okay, I'm just saying. We had two mafia bosses. Octavio and Mugshot still had a criminal record despite being, like, corrupt mafia bosses. So something is going on behind the scenes, and this woman belongs in jail. So the gang is looking for Sly, but turns out Sly doesn't want to be found. Like, you could have left a message. That would have been so much more convenient than doing whatever the heck this is. Oh my god, he just winked. This liar, this bastard, this gaslight gatekeep girl boss never had amnesia. He's living a happy life, and he's putting the legacy of the Cooper family behind him. The game ends so sweet, and I am so happy with this conclusion. Murray goes back to Australia to finish his training with the guru, and then later he becomes a professional circuit driver to live his inner dreams of being the most annoying Mario Kart player that cannot stop with that stupid aimbot on that green turtle shell. I don't understand. I've complained about this so much. I don't understand how Luigi does it. Bentley hooks up with Penelope, and it's really sweet. And I sure do hope that a future game in the series, released in the year 2013, doesn't ruin this entire plotline that was deserved and earned. Help me, God. Dimitri becomes a professional skin diver. Scuba! The Panda King lives 2 doors down from his daughter, and he gets to interview every single one of his daughter's potential suitors. And Bentley decides to throw in the line, she's still unmarried to this day. So awesome, we're doing the overprotective father stereotype. The guru doesn't get a happy ending. He took on the Beatles as students, and that's like traumatic enough. Now he's on the run from the media because working with the Beatles attracted so much media attention that he just can't go back to living a peaceful life anymore. So now he's hiding out in New York City, where nobody will ever find him or recognize them. Okay? But you're still hanging out with the Beatles!
So while this might be the end of our adventures together, it could be the start of something even bigger. Time will tell. Literally. 'Cause I'm building a time machine to find out.
What? What was that? What did you say? Excuse me?
This is actually disgusting. I started eating this as a joke for the video. I've already gagged enough with that stupid sugar scene that I decided to do. Oh my gosh, that was so disgusting.
What a great game. I hope they don't come out with another one 7 years later that ruins the entire legacy and story of the original trilogy. Oh God. It's Satan. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, gets a lot of hate. And it deserves it.
If Sly 4 was a song, it'd sound like this.
And now, presenting Fowlean's Pockerbellian canon in I Want to Shoot Myself 7 Ways from Sunday.
Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time killed my family. I was out for a walk one day, and I stepped in shit. Except it wasn't shit. It was Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time for the PS3. In all my years, I have never seen a more blatant disrespect and complete misunderstanding as to what a series is. And I've seen Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate. Even down to the art direction, it doesn't understand its source material. In interviews, the developers rave about how they perfected that Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic. This isn't some Teen Titans Go shit. You have fundamentally misunderstood Sly Cooper on every level. If you think this frame looks like a Saturday morning cartoon, what the hell is a comic book? I am illiterate. I could at least forget about the game's existence if it didn't rub its nasty, greasy, ungloved hands all over my food. This game ruins everything the original trilogy set up. This is my 9/11. Oh, you like Sly? Well, now he's a douchebag who makes witty quips like he's Sonic the frickin' Blue Piss Hog. Oh, you like Murray? Well, guess what? His entire character is gonna be he's fat and has an entire arc about how he's completely useless, which in this game he is, because they removed the fact that he's the brawn of the group and just made him the fat ass. They somehow didn't touch Bentley, which is a real shame because sometimes he pisses me off so bad with how arrogant he is. I bet Sly can't even spell ASCII. There's a reason your girlfriend left you, bud. Oh, you like Penelope? Well, don't worry, we're bringing her back. But not Dimitri, one of the most iconic characters in the entire series. He does stuff, but he gets no screen time, and he doesn't even have a voice actor. Everything is wrong with Penelope. Her "I betrayed you" speech reads like a mental patient having a psychotic breakdown. And second, oh my god, she did not look like that. Oh, you like Carmelita? Well, guess what? She flirts with not one, but two of Sly's ancestors. They sexualize her for no reason, and they think it's real comedy to put her in an awkward situation that she does not want to be in. And the villains? My breakfast had more substance than them. And spoiler alert, my bowl is empty. And as if they hadn't pissed on everything that I ever loved, they trapped Sly in ancient Egypt, and he's been there for over 13 years. Oh, and just a reminder, ancient Egypt is Clockwork's origin point. So everything Sly did in Sly 1 and Sly 2 was completely pointless. Because that thing is still gonna kill him, still gonna be alive, and he's still gonna kill, like, thousands. You would think that that would be the end, right? There is no way this can get worse. Sanzaro Games was planning an Egypt DLC, so you had to pay to finish the story. But thank God, Sony stepped in and said, "You're absolutely freaking stupid if you think we'll allow your dog shit game to get a DLC. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna be back. I need a friend." I've been waiting for an opportunity to talk about Sly Cooper for literally the start of my channel. Like, I think I have a Google Doc where I have some idea of making a Sly Cooper video, and my channel's been around since, what, 2022, 2023? I honestly don't even know. I have been the biggest fan of the trilogy, like, even before I came out of the womb. And you'd think that'd be a joke. My dad would buy PS2 games for my mom as like a birthday gift or Christmas, what have you, just as a fun little gift. Like the PS2 classics, like Kingdom Hearts. This is Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, that's the original copy that my dad got from my mom, and he got her instantly hooked onto the series. And the 3D Pac-Man games, nobody talks about these. I heard that like a remaster came out for them, and I told my mom. She seemed happy. I'm too lazy to grab the Spyro games from the original trilogy, because those were the real Spyro games that we cared about. This is from remaster that I think the disc actually never worked when we got it, so I've never played this. But we used to play Spyro all the time. And then Crash Bandicoot, of course, because everybody and their dog was playing Crash Bandicoot in the early 2000s, like 2001 era. And I just realized I accidentally grabbed Wrath of Cortex. Everybody hates this game. I thought I grabbed Warped, but I guess I didn't. So you know what? Look at shocked Crash Bandicoot over here. And then especially Sly Cooper. There's a reason why this series is my entire favorite series to this day. My mom has like stories of playing these PS2 games when she was carrying me and my sister. And to this day, she is still waiting for the release of Kingdom Hearts 4 and would pay literal buckets full of cash to play it. And then when my sister and I grew up, we started playing these PS2 games non-stop. Talk about getting mileage out of your like $5 Walmart purchase. Like 10 years ago, we would play the 2-player mode of Sly 3 over and over and over again. And she would make me cry because I was 3, I was pissing my pants, and I sucked at video games. And she would do this to me like over and over. It would be just absolute pure fun for me, just playing Sly 3, specifically the Venice level, and going around the entire city of Venice and like stealing all of the guards' watches, and then like being scared, being freaked out, and pissing my pants like whenever I got too close to the guards. Damn it! This got snappy. I need another raccoon plush. I have this strong affinity for raccoons because of this game, and to all those asking, no. I'm never changing my Discord server name, and I am absolutely never getting rid of that raccoon channels. That raccoon channel will be there until I die. Thank you, supporters over at Buy Me a Coffee. There's no one over there, but the option is there. I love having an outlet that allows me to talk about video games that impacted me as a child. It just transports me to this time period, this point in my life where I thought life was just better. This summer I've had a lot of anxiety attacks switching from high school to college and a lot of family drama going on. And making these hour-long videos has been kind of a form of escapism, which is probably not healthy, but like it helps. Like these videos have caused a lot of like stress for me, but it's weird how working on these videos takes me away from like the stress that I'm experiencing in reality, even though like this, I don't know how to explain it. Because of this, I haven't really had a break like all summer, but at least I know what it looks like when I spend like my every waking hour, literally every single day of an entire summer vacation, just working on one thing. Thank you for 472 subscribers. I thought it'd be really fun at the end of videos to say like what point I am at the subscriber count, so that way I can look back on these videos in the future. And that's really what all of these longer videos are about. These are for making videos that I'm proud of. I'm not chasing that dumb, stupid algorithm. I'm just naturally making videos that I'm proud of, whether or not people are watching. That way I can think like, damn, I did that. I really did not mean for this to get all zappy. Go watch a funny video. Here's this one. I'm just gonna pick a random one. This was like the first conceptual video where I started thinking, man, I could do these green screen videos and I could do them well. Don't worry, it's not an hour long. You don't have to worry about that. It's like 2 minutes, and it took me like, what, a week maybe? The hour-long ones take me literal, oh baby. I don't even want to think about that. Anyway, go watch that. Bye-bye, have fun.